Hello. It's what is it, Sunday night here in Atlanta at the $50,000 U.S. Open. I'll show you a flyer. This one here. And last I talked, I was going into the finals for for pro singles. Got some things to show you. Number one, pro singles first place. So I took it home. It's really fun match actually. Good match to play against. I played against Chris Harrington. Chris is a scary player. When I was watching, when you win the king seat, that's like the winners of other winners. You get the ability to watch all of the rest of the players as they play to make it back to you to see who plays in the finals. And I was watching Larry Crowder and Chris Harrington play. I was watching Chris play a couple matches before that too, and as I was watching, I was actually hoping that he would lose eventually because he was about the only player that really scared me or had some aspects of his game where it's like, well, that's going to be tricky to block or to anticipate because he's really smooth, really got a lot of nice options, really smooth, but is able to do stuff really quickly. Good, trying to get tricky options like being in the back. He's got scary shots from the 2-bar, and then being able to shoot the ball or pass the ball up to his 3-rod, but without having a hand up on his 3-rod. So he'd be in the back, look already pumped, ready to shoot, and all of a sudden he's released this nice slider, and then he hops up and catches it on his 3-rod. So I saw him do that a few times, and I was like, okay, that's going to be hard to block. Because my normal thing, what I've been doing lately against people that have good 2-rods is I just kind of jump right in the back. I leave a certain zone in the front, and I jump right in the back to just make them pretty much hit a perfect shot, and then hopefully I get the rebound, and then I can work my 2 to 5, 5 to 3, and then score it back up. So I try to keep full control of the match the whole time, keep my ball in my possession and not risk it at any point. So shooting from the back for me is not as strong as other aspects of my game. So anything I can do to keep control, which is having a 2 to 5 and being really patient and controlled and disciplined on my 5-bar passing, and then having a good shot after that too. Just anything I can do to keep control of the ball is a good thing for me. So I ended up playing Chris Harrington. First game, I pretty much came out playing really well. Wasn't much I did wrong in that first game. My 2 to 5 was working really well. I did pretty much, I think, all of my options on the 2 to 5. I did of course the straight stick. I did the heart of the wall. Did the fake off the wall, back to the wall, and pretty much was able to work everything I wanted. I didn't block his 5 too well the first game. He came up passing well, but I blocked a couple shots, and then those 2 to 5s then allowed me to get the ball. And I passed really well. Started hitting some downs, just hiding my downs against him. And that was working really well. And then shooting wise, just he was, as most people do. They see the way I rock the ball, and they kind of think, oh, I could just do this, or I could just do that. I could just follow the rock, or oh, he can only go one way with that thing, or something like that. And so he was starting to do that off the top, where he'd kind of try to follow me or try to leave a hole out there, or whatever, and I was able to just be able to, with my rocks, just really anticipate when the hole was open and then blast into it. So I think I won the first game 5-1, I think, or 5-2 maybe. And then the second game, we switched sides. And then I was on the side, actually. I lost the toss to start the match, and I didn't want to play on a particular side because I was testing out the table, and I couldn't do my 2 to 5 as well on one of the sides, the strip or something like that. When I would bounce the ball off the ball would either die or pop open, so it kind of affected the way the ball would bounce, and that would affect the consistency of my options back there. So I kind of didn't want to play on that side. So when I got on that side finally for the second game, it kind of affected my choices. So I tried 2 to 5 anyways to see if I could hammer it through, or just grind it through, and that didn't work out too well. I kind of passed quick because it was I didn't want to pass on that side. So then I tried to shoot from the back, and that as I said before, didn't work out well for me. If I don't score, then the ball invariably ends up on my opponent's rods, and then they do their thing. So I think Chris won that game 5-3, or was it 5-4? It might have been 5-4. I remember it being close still, but who knows, maybe not. Third game, so I got back on my good side again. I was able to calm down, and can't remember really what was going on. Don't think I got any rags or anything, but didn't score from the back at all. was only just 10 minutes ago. I remember scoring some middles, definitely. The last shot was a middle. Oh yeah, he tried. I did a couple push fake pushes. He thought he was there, kind of stuff. He's got good defense. Just I was just able to outthink him and out execute during that match. So I think I won that game 5. Yeah, it was 4-4. So I had the lead at 4-3. It was 3-3, and then I scored. I think it was a push. Probably push off a push. Push. I hit a push off of. So I go to the push, and I'm coming off the push, and then I go back quick to the push. Not the. I'm on the pole side of the ball, and then I all of a sudden go to the push. So the other one, the off timing push. I hit one of those. I think. I have the DVD, so I'll be able to really remember, and maybe I'll do a post commentary on top of the DVD. That'd be a nice thing to be able to do. Commentate on top of the DVD itself once I get it from Jim or whatever. It was on live streaming, so if anyone else saw that and has any comments, please share. That'd be cool to hear other people's thoughts of the match. And what else happened? So then, yeah, I had the final pass there. I knew what pass I wanted to do. Pretty much I did a nice high up before that. He wasn't nowhere near. He was trying to, like most people do, they kind of sit on the wall and they kind of try to spike out the lane. So a high up works really well against that when they're just sitting on the wall waiting for you to go into your series or whatever. So I tried it. He was nowhere near it, but I missed the pass, went off the back wall, and then I caught it back on my 3. And then I was out of timeouts at that point, and I knew I already thought about what it was I was going to do because it was on my 5 rod, and I called the timeout. And so I was out of timeout, so I thought, okay, I know what pass I'm going to do because that was a pass that worked earlier. And then also now I need to think about what shot I'm going to do as well. Both helped in my favor. I didn't execute both perfectly. Like I said, I missed the pass, but I got it off the back wall. And then I set up my shot, and then give him the switch, and then he switched, and I went pump fake middle. That went in. And he wasn't quite committed to it, and he was kind of probably had a feeling. He said he had a feeling that that's what I might have been doing, so, but he wasn't quite committed to it, and then it went in, so I won that match. It was kind of cool, because I had, what I thought I had, so I phoned my wife before playing this match, to tell her, hey, watch live streaming, and, seeing as it's like 11 o'clock here, which makes it like 8 o'clock back on the West Coast, my kids might be able to watch it. So I have a 6-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter who don't really know what Daddy does when he goes to these foosball tournaments. We have a foosball table at home, but they've never really seen me play competitively. So I thought that would have been kind of a cool thing for them to be able to watch their dad play some foos and actually win. But they were going through the bedtime process. They were going through having bed night stories and stuff like that, so they didn't get a chance to watch. But we'll be able to watch them later when it comes out on the DVD, so that'd be cool. So pretty good weekend overall. Actually, quite a good weekend with the 4th and open doubles with Jeep. So that won $300, and then winning pro singles wins another $300. Plus, I won a Warrior table. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the table since they have some changes coming to the table. It's kind of like, well, why have this table when there's major changes coming, like different men and stuff like that are coming. And they had some prototype men at the tournament, kind of just mock total prototype, really rough men. I think there was some patent infringement between Warrior and Tornado, and that's Warrior's answer to that possibility. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing as to why they're changing the men. And there was some stuff on the message boards about possible patent infringement on Tornado's style of man. So overall, really good weekend. Won some cash. This cash. Be cool. Anyways, sorry for being silly. But that's about $600 of 20s there, and that's about pays for my flight out here. My flight, a bit of a funny story, which I'll have to tell in the next little video segment because I see I'm running out of time. So if you want to hear a funny story about my flight, look for the next segment. Talk to you then.